Hello and welcome to 2 Minute Drill. I'm Michael Rochman. The Georgia Bulldogs went all the way last season, being crowned as national champions, and now they're back and ready to defend the throne. And they have plenty of talent to do it, so let's take a closer look. First up is quarterback Stetson Bennett. Despite his lackluster traits, we've seen the NFL invest in getting quarterbacks who have managed successful teams at the college level. With his story, work ethic, and now legacy, I think it's very likely we hear Bennett's name called later on in the draft. Next up is running back Kenny McIntosh. Despite having to sit behind James Cook and Zamir White last season, when McIntosh has opportunity, he flashes. He has a nice 6 foot, 207 pound frame and plenty of juice to make him a threat in open space. With a bigger workload this season, he could explode into a superstar. Out at wide receiver, keep an eye on lad McConkey. After breaking out in 2021, McConkey is a well-rounded receiver who has a nice blend of quickness and physicality that allows him to fit into the receiver roles as needed. Another quality season, and he should have plenty of attention across the league. At tight end is Arik Gilbert. After a great start at LSU, Gilbert took some time away and eventually transferred to Georgia, where he sat out for the year. Gilbert has all the physical traits to be special. Assuming he continues to build on his year one production, the Bulldogs could have a star in the making on their hands. Also in the tight end room is Darnell Washington. At 6'7", 265 pounds, with a 40 time likely in the 4.6 range, Washington is already intriguing. Despite his limited production, Washington flashes big playability that will have teams ready to take a swing on his potential whenever it is he enters the draft. On the offensive line is offensive tackle Broderick Jones. Despite only 2 starts last year, Jones flashed major traits and should have plenty of attention. In a tackle class lacking a true number 1, Jones certainly has the tools to shine and claim the position and the athleticism to star while doing so. At the right tackle spot, the Bulldogs have McClendon. Likely kicking inside at the NFL level, McClendon has been a dependable blocker for the Bulldogs with 3 years of starter experience. While he's likely a middle round selection, he feels like a high floor piece for teams to add to their offensive line. And at center is Sedrick Pran. The 6'4", 310 pound center has a great frame with plenty of flash plays that should have him in contention for the top center spot in this draft class. Pran has great aggression and get off at the snap that allows him to control his assignment consistently and help set up the offense to make a big play. On the defensive side, the Bulldogs are highlighted by defensive lineman Jalen. Despite sharing a position with Jordan Davis and Devontae Wyatt last season, Carter still found a way to shine and put up 4 sacks in the process. His physicality, frame, and athleticism combined make him a blue-chip prospect. At edge rusher is Nolan Smith. At 6'3", 237 pounds, Smith is likely going to need to be a stand-up rusher wherever he lands, but he offers great quickness and bend off the edge, as well as impressive run defense to make him an asset on all downs and a highly touted edge rusher in this draft. Next up is cornerback Kelee. At 6'2", 205 pounds, Ringo's aggressive play works perfectly to his frame. He has a knack for finding a way to get in between passes, and while he definitely has some technical cleanup to do, the upside and flashes are there for Ringo to be a household name at the cornerback position. And finally, we have safety Chris Smith. Despite being a bit undersized, Smith plays with impressive coverage instincts that allows him to disrupt the passing game and make plays when the ball is in the air. He'll be a key veteran presence on a younger Bulldog defense this season, and his leadership could be huge for his draft stock. And now for the 2 Minute Drill preseason draft outlook. I have 12 Bulldogs projected to be drafted, with Jalen, Broderick Jones, Sedrick Pran, and Kelee all expected to go day 1. Arik Gilbert, Nolan Smith, and McClendon expected to go day 2. Day 3, I have Stetson Bennett, Kenny McIntosh, lad McConkey, Darnell Washington, and Chris Smith. Other names to keep an eye on include running back Kendall Milton, wide receiver Kearis Jackson, offensive guard Warren Ericson, defensive lineman Nazir Stackhouse, edge rusher Robert Beal, edge rusher MJ Sherman, linebacker Jamon Dumas-Johnson, DB Tyke Smith, and DB William Poole. And now we take a look ahead at the upcoming schedule. Vegas Insider says the over-under set at 10.5 wins. I'm going to go with the over here. Look, I like the schedule for the Georgia Bulldogs. I like the returning talent. I know they've obviously lost some big pieces, but I really think Kirby Smart and staff have done a great job reloading this team and getting them back to championship caliber. I'm taking the over. Let us know in the comment section below what your expectations are for the Georgia Bulldogs this season and what your thoughts are on the draftable talent that they have on their team. And that's the 2 Minute Drill.